With the Wake Up Newscast, I'm all about honoring and amplifying credible local journalism. Every story in every newscast credits and links back to the original source. Want to go deeper into any story? Just scroll down into the show notes to find the hyperlinked headlines. Okay, on with today's news. Wake up, Asheville. I'm Matt Peiken. Congratulations, we made it through the week together to see this newscast for Friday, February 20th. In what might be the biggest blow to Western North Carolina since Hurricane Helene, Costco has withdrawn its application to build a long-awaited store in Asheville. Costco had proposed a 25-acre store at Enka Commerce Park, but withdrew its application, telling city leaders the cost, timeline, and overall scope of required improvements grew beyond what the company expected. Mayor Esther Manheimer called the withdrawal, quote, a tragedy. Costco had been searching for a Buncombe County location for decades, and locals often drive into South Carolina to shop at the nearest outlet. Read more about this in the Asheville Watchdog. Repair costs from Helene in North Carolina have reached nearly $5.8 billion. The largest project is repairing Interstate 40, where flooding and landslides pushed expenses to about $2 billion. That makes it the most costly road repair in the state's history. New engineering challenges, including deeper foundations for a retaining wall, added to the cost. Some other road repairs in places like Chimney Rock and Mitchell County have seen costs fall. Officials expect the federal government to cover about $4.8 billion of the expenses, easing the financial impact on the state. Read more about this in the Citizen Times. Buncombe County began mailing new property value notices this week as part of its 2026 reappraisal. The update covers more than 130,000 parcels and reflects market conditions as of January 1st. Property values could rise up to 70% compared with 2021. These new values don't set tax rates, which will be set later this year by the county and local municipalities during the budgeting process. Property owners who disagree with their valuations can appeal by May 5th. The reappraisal follows recommendations to improve fairness and accuracy, especially for luxury and modest homes. Read more about this in the Citizen Times. Here are additional details to the news brief we had earlier this week about drought conditions in Asheville and Buncombe County. Asheville received 2 inches of rain in January, nearly 2 inches below normal. Since December 1st, rainfall is nearly 5 inches below average. Our experience isn't an outlier. 72 of North Carolina's 100 counties are experiencing severe drought. Stream and reservoir levels are low, and water restrictions may be needed as demand rises this spring. The National Weather Service predicts several inches of rain through this weekend, including a possible widespread shower tomorrow. Read more about this at 828 News Now. And they may have missed the official National Day of Action, but that didn't deter more than 200 students from A.C. Reynolds High School from walking out yesterday to protest immigration enforcement by ICE. They carried signs and chanted as they gathered in the school's common area. Similar demonstrations took place earlier this week at T.C. Roberson High School, Asheville High School, and Nesbitt Discovery Academy. At Reynolds, senior Tommy Filyaw said, quote, "We don't just represent the students that are here, we represent every student that can't come because they're scared or something else." School officials said they respect students' rights to peaceful protest and continue regular operations as usual. Read more about this at WLOS. Our free newsletter is a quick local news digest, essentially this newscast in written form. Subscribe at wakeupavl.transistor.fm. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at wakeupavl. And please share this podcast with your Asheville friends. I'm Matt Peiken. Thanks so much for starting your weekdays with Wake Up Asheville.